Welcome to The Priority Shift, a podcast dedicated to focusing on your true priorities, both personal and professional, using the 80-20 method. I'm your host, Christina Walker. Let's dive in. Episode 6, The Quads. Here is where the magic of 80-20 starts to come alive. Now you will create a grid, and no worries if you're struggling to visualize these next steps, because I will have them available in the show notes and in my weekly newsletter. I want you to create an X and Y axis either on paper or in your mind, and the 0 point is where you or your company is at. This is your core. Your X axis will be your customers, and since we only have 2 of them, I want you to place an A and then a B on your X axis. Next, your Y axis will be your items, and again, we're going to put an A closer to the start point and a B a little bit further north. You will now have 4 boxes or quads. So let's dive into each box and see what information in each box tells us and how we can use this. The first box closest to the origin is your AA or Quad 1 box. A customers purchasing your A products. You want to protect this quad fiercely because these are your customers that are producing the highest amount of revenue, and they're also purchasing the highest revenue products. These should be your customers that your sales team is focused on building relationships with, and they should be receiving top-level customer service. And they should also be receiving their products on time. In my example, I put a gold box around it because this is where the money is at. Now, we will move north or upward to your A, B, or Quad 2 box. These are still really important customers to you, but they are purchasing products that you do not sell as often. Things like custom products or items that you do not need as often. They are still really important because of who they are as a customer, but the products could pose some challenges to your operations team. For these types of items, I suggest giving them longer lead times or seeing if you can simplify your product offering to drive those customers to purchase your A products instead. Next, we will go back down to the bottom right corner of our grid with the BA or Quad 3 boxes. We have B customers or smaller customers purchasing our A products. For this, I want you to focus on how do you simplify the transaction time for that customer to make a purchase with you. Your sales team shouldn't be spending a lot of extra time with the customers, and they are receiving the benefits of shorter lead times because they are purchasing products that you already have running at a higher capacity. Last is the top right corner, BB or Quad 4. This quad is smaller customers purchasing lower revenue items. This is where you will see a lot of complexity happening in your business, and once you put them into the quads, you will notice that this quad is adding a lot of noise to your company. The customers may be pulling a lot of resources in terms of questions to sales or to customer service. The products they are purchasing are causing disruptions to your operations team and probably not going out on time. So now we have 4 quads, and you may be feeling a little overwhelmed by this information and not sure where to start. This is why it is critical that you do not break down your customers or items into more buckets, because you would just add more complexity into your business. I always suggest that you focus on Quad 1 and Quad 4 first. How do you simplify your Quad 4 customers and products so that you can focus that time and energy back into Quad 1 instead? This is where having an expert to walk you through the data with you and your team can help ensure quick decisions and brainstorming for what works for your company. So how can you apply this on a personal level? With the holidays approaching, you might start to create lists of people to give gifts to, and we naturally create buckets for those people too. There are people in your life that are incredibly important to you, and you usually purchase or give more thoughtful gifts to them. This looks like your Quad 1 friends and family. Then, there are the people and gifts that aren't as close to you, maybe like your kid's teacher or the delivery driver or the distant cousin you do not talk to anymore. It's not that these people aren't important, it's that you only have so many dollars to spend each year and you have to choose where to spend them. You could look at it as those in Quad 4 that you simplify your gift giving and purchases a larger set of things that you give to them versus a personalized gift that you may do for those that are closer to you. This is not about good versus bad, it's just different. Speaking of the holiday season, for the month of November and until December 10th, I am supporting a local rural Tennessee classroom with a book and plush animal to brighten their holiday season. You listening to this podcast all the way through helps me achieve our goal to give to each child. Also, all new consulting contracts support this mission. Thanks for listening, and make sure to leave us a 5-star review on your favorite listening platform. And share this with a friend, colleague, or manager. Find more info at PriorityShiftSolutions.com and reach out to Christina directly to get started with coaching and applying the 80-20 method.